Hey everyone, welcome back to our channel. Today I'm going to be eating a sushi burrito. I actually ate half of it already because I was really hungry at the restaurant, and so I already ate half of it, even though I took it to go home. So I thought I'd also have a couple of dumplings as well. I'm glad I get to film again because I've been working so much in the last couple of weeks, so I haven't really been able to film or to edit or do any of that kind of stuff. And the other thing that happened was that I actually kind of stabbed myself by accident. So I was kind of out of commission for a little while too, and that was really hard because I was working so much and I had to be doing work, but I didn't really have a hand. So that was kind of hard because I can't really type with only one hand. I mean, I guess I could. I kind of had to get really good at typing with one hand. But anyway. So this is the sushi burrito. This is a salmon belly one. So it has salmon belly with some LDT sauce, something like that. I don't really know what that means. I think there's romaine in here, some seaweed. There's something crispy, crispy platanos or something like that. I don't really know what that is. And there's a ginger guac sauce too. I think there's something inedible in this. I don't know. I think it's okay. There's something kind of stuck in my teeth. I don't really know what that is. I think it's okay. Maybe it's a fish scale or something. I didn't have a fish scale in the other half, so hoping this is okay. I had a sushi burrito at another place, but I heard that this place is the original one. This place came from San Francisco, so I wanted to try this one. This one's more fusion-y, I feel than the other place that I had. The other place was a lot more Japanese. This one is, yeah, because there's that ginger guac in it and stuff like that. This is actually the Latin Ninja, so it's supposed to be sort of more fusion, I guess. The fish is good though. I like the fish. It's definitely kind of a novelty thing though. I don't know though I get sushi burritos all the time. I think I prefer sushi. These are my dumplings. These are the Trader Joe's ones again. But I just realized that I ran out of soy sauce. So I'm just using oyster sauce and sriracha. So this might be kind of weird, but I just wanted some kind of sauce. This might taste funny. Let's see how this goes. Oh, it's not bad. I kind of don't mind that the oyster sauce is kind of sweet. It's actually kind of nice. I mean, it's a little bit powerful because oyster sauce is really powerful. So I just have to use a little bit and use more of the sriracha. But it's not bad. But yeah, anyways, I've been working so much in the past couple of weeks because we had this big project that was launching today actually. So I was working in the office 12 hours a day, working on the weekends and stuff like that. So it was really stressful. Whenever I came home, I never had the energy to cook or eat or anything like that. I would just eat at the office, just order Seamless and just keep working. So it was kind of depressing for a couple of weeks. Yeah, we launched today, but there were a couple of issues, so we actually weren't able to fully launch. We had to kind of pull it back and undo it, and we'll have to work on it over the next couple of days and make it go out again. Which is kind of too bad because we've been working on this project for like 6 months. So it was like finally time to actually have it go live and be like ready for everyone to use. But I mean, actually all of my team's work was like good. I mean, not to blame the other team, but like there was just like there was just too much load on the servers. Like they weren't able to handle all the traffic. So that's the reason why there were some issues. So I think they just need to do some more load testing and then it'll be okay. Yeah. My team's actually not responsible for that part. It's just for the way the website looks. So for us, like our team was fine. Yeah, also like last weekend I hurt my hand because I was cooking. I was making some burgers and I was being lazy and I just used some frozen burgers. And these burgers had been sitting in my freezer for like a little while, so they were kind of like really stuck together. And so I was trying to like pull them apart, but I couldn't get them to like split apart from each other. You can probably see where this is going. But I was using a knife to try to split them apart, and they still weren't coming apart. So I was kind of holding it down, and I was kind of pushing the knife in from this side, and then it like all of a sudden went right through, and I like ended up like stabbing myself in the hand. So that happened. Yeah. I was like kind of scared because it just kept bleeding so much. Like it bled like so hard. I was trying to like wash it out and do all that kind of stuff, but it just kept coming out like faster than like I could stop it. And I was going to put a Band-Aid on so that I could like, you know, stop it or figure something out. But even then, like I was trying to put it on, but like it would just get completely filled before I could like do anything. So it was really bad. And then eventually I got it to stop. I was using like ice and stuff like that. I was texting my friend and he was kind of like, you know, just go and like lie down, make sure you elevate your hand and you know, put some ice on it and stuff. So we did that, and then it kind of like stopped bleeding so much. So I thought we were okay. I was thinking about going to like the, you know, hospital or something like that, or see a doctor, but when it stopped bleeding, and I thought it was okay. And so, you know, I kind of didn't really think too much about it, because even though I like cut myself, you know, I've cut myself before, and you know, I've been okay. I mean, maybe not to that degree, but I think I'm just like averse to going to doctors, especially in the States, because I'm always scared that like I'm gonna somehow get some crazy bill for like, you know, $10,000 and you know I can't do anything about it. But I was talking to some friends about it, and you know I have health insurance through work, so I guess I'm being kind of paranoid. So I was texting Angie too, and you know she was really saying like you need to go to see the doctor, and I was like you should see the doctor like just to make sure, especially because it's like raw meat and stuff like that. So I went. But it went like 2 days later, because this happened on like a Saturday. And then I actually had to hang out with my friend that night. And then, so that's why I thought it was fine, because like I was able to go out. We had like had some drinks and hung out and stuff like that, and so I was fine. And then the next night, I had dinner with some other friends, and they're all saying like, you need to go get that checked out, like just to make sure. So next morning before work, then I did. I went to like just like this urgent care place. And I kind of lied to them. But they asked me, like, what I did. I told them what I did. And then they asked me, when did that happen? And I was sort of like, you know, this is a Monday at this point, and this happened to me on Saturday. And I was like, this was like last night, you know. And then they were like, what time? I was like, you know, like in the evening or something. I was just so embarrassed because I was like, oh, I feel like I should, you know, I was trying to say like, you know, it was last night in the evening because like, that's when you weren't open, so I couldn't have seen you then. That's why I came first thing this morning, like a good, normal adult would. So I was just like lying to them and saying, yeah, I went there like, you know, this happened last night, even though it really happened on Saturday, like 2 days ago. And I don't know why, it just like, it just felt like I was like lying to my teacher or something like that. But anyways, after I did that, then they actually gave me a stitch, like just one. It wasn't like a really big deal. And then they gave me some antibiotics too, which I thought was kind of overkill. I mean, I guess it's probably good because it was like raw meat and stuff like that, but I don't know. It wasn't like swelling, it wasn't like a really big issue, so, you know, it didn't look like it was like infected or anything like that. So, I think they're just being extra careful. But I kind of feel like I shouldn't be taking antibiotics if I like don't really need to be. It's like not good, you know? I mean, not that antibiotics in and of themselves are not good, but you shouldn't really be taking antibiotics if you don't really need it. Because your body builds up resistance, and then if you really need to use it, then it's like not as effective anymore. But I guess that's how the American healthcare system works. Because I honestly feel like if I went there in Canada, they would have just been like, you're fine, you can just go home. Or maybe give me like one stitch or whatever and then I can go home. But they were like, you need to come back for wound check, you need to like take all these antibiotics and do all this kind of stuff. I mean, it's good. It's like, it's good to do these precautions, but like, I feel like I'm like, because I came there for like, with a problem, they need to like give me something or prescribe me something to make, you know, people feel like they're getting something out of it. But like, I don't know if you always need those things, you know? Like especially the antibiotics. I guess it's not as harmful to have a stitch because that just helps it heal faster, so it was probably fine. But it was already kind of coming together anyways. They kind of said that it was like okay when I showed it to them. I think I would have been fine. If I didn't go to a doctor, I would have been fine. But it's still probably good that I went. But anyways, next week was really hard because my hand was all wrapped up with like the bandages and stuff like that. Like I didn't really need all of that, but they just did it just in case. Because like the day before, I saw people for like dinner, and I just had a Band-Aid on, so like everyone thought, oh, it's like not a big deal. And the next day, I had like they just wrapped it in like these the gauze or whatever, and then now everyone's freaking out like, oh my god, it's like what happened to you and all this kind of stuff, and I'm like, nothing actually happened. Like they just put this thing on me, and now everyone was like freaking out and thought that it was like a way bigger deal than it really was. Though the doctor did say I wasn't like supposed to really be typing because like, they didn't want it to like, upset the stitches or whatever. So And because it was so tightly like wound up, it was really hard to, it was even hard to type because like I couldn't really move it very much. So I kind of had to type with one hand, or I mean I type with my right hand and then like just one finger over here. So it's actually really hard because most of my job is typing, and I could only type like this. So I had to like type, it took me way longer to type things than I normally would. But, I mean, I got through it. It's like not bleeding anymore or anything like that. It was only bleeding like a little bit after I got the stitches. And I think it's fine now. Like, I'm supposed to go tomorrow morning, and then let's take a look at it and probably take the stitches out. I'm not gonna show on camera because it might gross people out. But like, it looks fine. Though I guess I've been talking about my hand bleeding and stuff like that for the last 10 minutes, so like I guess that's more gross than maybe showing it, but anyways. But yeah, everything is, I think, gonna be better now. My hand is better, the site's launched, don't have to worry about like that anymore. I actually like left early for the first time in a long time. I mean, even not that early. I left at like 6 today, or 6:15 maybe. And that's early for me. Like I'm usually in the office until like 9 or 10 during the launch. So that's pretty good. Alright, well I hope you like this video. I hope you like the sushi burrito. Let us know what you want to see us do next. Make sure you comment, like, and subscribe. Alright, thanks.